Hello.
Hey, another week of September. We're nearing the beginning of fall, the official beginning of fall.
Which you're so looking forward to.
We have
I'm
stories.
looking forward to it. I like fall. Kurt and Jen, this is our podcast. Thank you for listening. We appreciate your liking, loving, following, subscribing, all the things that helps us out. And we got a really big show for you today.
Yeah, we're going to talk about the Emmys, which were last night, and Kurt watched, so I cannot wait to hear about it. And things we survived but would emotionally destroy kids today. That was our question of the day with great answers.
Also, we've got something called boyfriend glow-ups about good boyfriends. And then we've got how to not be a good boyfriend following that story immediately. So that's basically the point counterpoint right there.
There's a new trend at weddings that I actually am appalled at, and I cannot wait to talk about it.
How about Chat GPT? There are addicts to Chat GPT that can't do this anymore. And finally, 5 passive-aggressive email phrases that you've probably used.
I know I've used all 5 of them, and I did not know they were passive aggressive.
Well, we'll find out about that, I guess. It's all coming up. Yes.
What'd you do this weekend, Kurt? Let's do a quick little weekend roundup, if you will.
Really quickly, raised money all weekend long, Friday night with the Evergreen Health Monroe, helping them to build a new, building. And that was the one where I actually bid on an item and won for my mother-in-law. Her favorite Seahawks player is Kenneth Walker, the third, for those keeping track.
Really?
And it just so happened that the silent auction had an autographed Kenneth Walker jersey underneath glass and everything. How much is too much to pay for that, Jen?
Well, I mean, to me, anybody's too much to pay for that because I don't even know who that is.
Well, you should watch your Seahawks more often. So I picked that up for her, and she loved it. That's an early Christmas present, although I'm sure when Christmas comes around would be more presents.
Are you going to tell her? Are you going to tell us what you paid for it?
No.
Okay.
You didn't, because you didn't see, thought what was too much.
I think too much is $250.
That's what I paid.
You paid $250?
Yes.
We paid too much. Okay.
No way, man. And then the Saturday night, we raised funds for the Powell-Drescher Ovarian Cancer Research Foundation.
Wow.
It's a lot of words for them, but they're doing great work with ovarian cancer. It was a good night, a good weekend of helping out.
Nice, Kurt. I was you were doing good work, and I was at the dunes in Moses Lake, riding in the mud flats and the potholes. And it's my favorite time of the year to ride there because the potholes are kind of dried up. And so you have more like beach type terrain to ride on, and it's muddy. And I just had such a blast. And we were celebrating 5 birthdays that weekend.
Did your head explode?
I loved it so much. Matthew, Lauren, Edith, Michael, and me. We all had birthdays like in that stretch of like 4 or 5 days. And so
I like how you hid in there at the last one that you celebrated you and me.
And me. And
yes,
me.
It's worth celebrating. Absolutely. You did the all month celebration of your birthday. Is that correct?
What do you mean?
Like it's not just a day or a week, your entire month you're celebrating?
I'm always celebrating. Yeah.
Of course. That's right. How about some look at the sports from the weekend? Not a whole lot going on, but Mariners secured first place in their division.
Yeah, this is like that. This is like really big for us.
Right. And at the same time, Mr. Cal Raleigh hit his 54th home run, and that puts him in record territory. That makes him tied with Mickey Mantle. What they're tied for is single season home runs for a switch hitter. So if Cal gets one more, 55, then he will be the leader, I guess, of single season home runs for a switch hitter.
That's pretty cool. I mean, he's in the same sentence as Mickey Mantle.
That's not a bad place to be.
Okay, and then the Hawks beat the Steelers 31-17. I did not watch the game. Did you watch the game?
Yes, there was actually a thing that hasn't happened in 40 years that happened on the kickoff. The Seahawks were kicking off to the Steelers, and the Steelers player was back at, I don't know, the 5-yard line, I think, 10-yard line. And he went to catch the ball, but then decided to let it go and bounce out of bounds or bounce out of the end zone, right?
Yeah.
So it did brush up against him. So he touched it and it went into the end zone and it stopped before it went out of the end zone. Meanwhile, a Seahawks player came and dove on it, and that's the touchdown for the Seahawks.
No way. That is?
Yeah. Unfortunately, the guy that let it happen on the Steelers was a rookie. It was like his first game.
Oh.
And so, you know, mistakes happen, but I'm sure he was very embarrassed.
Here's what I hope for that guy. I hope that guy goes on to break a lot of NFL records or has a great career, right? Because what a way to start it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's terrible.
Well, we actually won by two. We actually won by 2 touchdowns. So based on that, we would have won anyway, even without that mistake. But I'm sure that's not much consolation for him.
No, it's not. I'm sure the coach is not saying that's okay because.
Right.
And I read that the Storm is playing game 2 tomorrow. I didn't know we were in the playoffs right now, so shame on me.
No, that's all right. You know, it's
tomorrow here in Seattle. Their
first game, yeah. Playing the Aces of Las Vegas, the first game in the series that they lost.
Yeah, that they lost. Yeah.
I didn't read the whole sentence, and so I was like, okay. Yeah. You ever do that?
Yes.
Halfway through the sentence and you realize, I thought it was going to be better news. All right, here we go.
That's what I like. That's what I like. Lucky for you, that's what I like. That's what I like.
Since I couldn't find any dislike songs.
Oh my gosh, what's going on?
Just a quick mention, 10 years ago today, it was 10 years ago today that Facebook announced, remember they said, we're going to have a dislike button.
Yeah.
They never actually did that. They never actually added a dislike button, but that is when they added all the other emoji reactions, you know, the different faces and the sad face and the angry face, that kind of, but no thumbs down or no dislike button even now.
We don't even know what the holdup is. Like they just don't want to do that because it's too negative or something.
I believe that's it. I don't think that they can't do it. I think that they are not going to do it.
Instead, we'll use words in our comments that show our disgust.
And there are plenty of emojis to choose from. So hopefully you can find one that fits your mood or fits the mood of the story. You probably never use the grumpy face one. All you use is smiley face and laughing smiley face,
no,
right?
I use the angry face sometimes when something really bad happens to like someone does something very mean to someone else.
Do you ever use the chocolate soft serve emoji?
The poop emoji? Yeah, a lot.
That's poop?
It's poop.
I'm kidding. All right.
At this, and I'm like, are you kidding me? And let me preface this story with saying that I had a couple of friends come over to my house. It was 3 days before my birthday. They were dropping off a little gift, and it was later at night. And as soon as they got in, they said, as soon as we drove in your neighborhood, Jen, we started taking bets. Will Jen Pirak have pumpkins on her porch on this September, whatever it was, 9th or 10th?
Okay.
And I did not, because 2 things. One, I'm hanging on to summer for dear life, and it doesn't officially end for another couple weeks. And number 2, I was going to be at the dunes. So I didn't have pumpkins, but I will this weekend. And there's a whole thing called Porch Pumpkin, which is they're businesses that people are forming. It's all the rage right now. In 11 or more states, you can pay someone a few $100 to set up gourds and hay bales for your porch, for porch decorations. It's calling their Axios is calling it the latest evolution of outsourcing holiday chores. I'll do that. I don't know if we have it in Washington, but I'll start it.
Well, I thought about this and I'm like, well, it's not really any different from the people that say they're going to do your Christmas lights, right?
Yeah, that's exactly right.
But Christmas lights, I mean, that's dangerous. You got to get up on ladders, get up on your roof or whatever. It's like, come on, go get a couple of bales of hay and throw them out there. And lazy.
Kurt, some people don't have the time to do it, so I will do it.
All right. If it's a time issue, I suppose it's okay.
I just love that they're calling it holiday chores. I love
holiday
chores.
Yeah. All right. Well, that makes sense. I still think it's kind of, I think it's kind of fun to put out those holiday decorations. However, last time I put out decorations rather for Halloween, I ended up tripping in a mole hole and breaking my foot. Remember? So we don't put up Halloween decorations anymore because I'm old.
You do too.
I'm old and fragile.
You still put up
Fragile.
decorations. Dana likes decorations too. I know this.
Yes, we still put them up. You're right.
As long as you love me so, let it snow, let it snow.
How dark was that version of Let It Snow?
I mean, okay.
Christmas displays.
I cannot believe this. Go tell.
They're already up at Costco. And I'm going to tell you, when I first saw the Halloween displays up at Costco and also at Lowe's, I was like, man, and I don't remember what that was, but that was right after 4th of July, maybe?
Yes.
For the end of October. So now,
probably a little before July 4th. Yeah.
this is a Costco in Florida. I don't know if it's the only one, but it says there's a Costco in Florida that already has Christmas decorations up for sale. And can one Costco do something that the other ones don't do? I mean,
I didn't think so. I feel like I've seen Christmas decorations in my Costco.
okay. And which is your Costco?
Well, I have like 3. I have Woodinville.
Linwood, Everett, and Woodinville.
No, I have Linwood, Woodinville, and Burlington now. Kirk.
Oh, that's right, because you're up at Cedar. Okay.
Yeah.
So, as Jen mentioned, the end of summer technically is September 22nd, right? So there's 3 months of fall before we get to the actual holiday season, but not for Costco. They apparently at this one are ready to celebrate the Yuletide right now.
I mean, there is such thing as Christmas in July too. So I just feel like it just gets earlier and earlier, and you have to just figure out for yourself what you like or don't like or want to do for your holidays.
Okay, what would be easiest? Just leave them up year round. Sell Christmas stuff all year.
I mean, there are some stores that do that.
That's a bad idea. This would be in Royal Palm Beach, Florida, since my parents, actually my entire family now lives in Florida. I've gone down there for Christmas, and I'm sorry. It's not only is there no snow or anything, it's just, sunny and mid 70s or whatever. It doesn't feel at all
Like Christmas.
yeah, but they celebrate on their own, which is fine. I still think that maybe September 22nd. Yeah. That's pretty early.
It's a feeling in your heart, not the weather.
Where did you get that from?
My own brain.
Your own brain.
Okay, I did not watch the Emmys last night, but we're going to talk about them, of course, because we do. That's what we do. And Kurt, you watched them. Tell me all the things.
First off, I accidentally watched it because I was just looking around for something to be on TV midday on Sunday or whatever, or I guess it was later than that. And I guess it's the Emmys. I should watch it so I know what I'm talking about tomorrow.
Perfect. Thank you for taking one for the team.
Yeah, because I'm not a fan in general of just those. Here's another show of rich people giving rich people awards for being rich and pretty. It's more than that.
Kurt, and talented.
I know. It's more than that. I know. So here we go. This was the host is a comedian who I think is very funny, Nate Bargatze. And he had a deal. He said he was going to try to keep the speeches that the winners had shorter this year. And he was going to do that. He wanted to keep the speeches to 45 seconds or less. And he was going to get celebrities to stick to this he said he would donate $100,000 to the Boys and Girls Club, but that he'd take away $1,000 for every second that winners go over their allotted time.
But that also he'd add $1,000 for every second that winners left on the table. Yeah.
So at the end of the night, looks like Nate has to donate $350,000 to the Boys and Girls Club. So it actually, technically, it did work. Because there was, I did see when, what was the show? The Studio won an award. They went up and said, "Hey, thanks a lot," and they were gone. So that probably cost Nate some money.
What part?
Well, it was the show. It was the show was called The Studio.
Oh.
Right.
Yeah.
And they had Seth Rogen and a whole bunch of people go up there, and they just went bye 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 bye, and then they got off. So maybe 5 seconds total.
Okay.
They played by the rules. So you do have in there some of the winners from last night, if you want to share.
Oh, yes, I do want to share. Mm-hmm. Best drama series, The Pit, which is on HBO Max. Have you watched that?
I have not.
Okay. Got Best Actor, Noah Wyle, and Best Supporting Actress, Catherine Lanaza. And then Best Comedy Series, The Studio, Apple TV Plus. Seth Rogen got Best Actor nod for that as well. Limited, I put this in there because Adolescence won a lot of awards.
Yeah, and actually, that won enough awards that I was actually thinking I should probably watch that show.
I meant to go back. Actually, list a couple more. I'm gonna tell you something, but I need to go.
Okay. Real quick, Severance had Best Actress for Britt Lower and Best Supporting Actor for, is it Trammell Tillman? Hacks, HBO Max's Hacks had Best Actress for Jean Smart and Best Supporting Actress for Hannah Einbinder and Best Supporting Actor in a Comedy Series, Jeff Hiller from Somebody Somewhere. Now, the Adolescence things you were talking about won for Best Limited or Anthology Series, Best Supporting Actor in a Limited or Anthology Series, and Best Supporting Actress. Bunch of things.
We're just going through the big categories, right? But overall, the studio won 13 honors, including the ones we mentioned, and then HBO Max's The Pit won 5 awards. So I think that the studio, that's the name of the show, was the big winner for the night.
It did well. And I should also mention it, last but not least, Best Talk Series went to Stephen Colbert, who got a massive standing ovation. And
didn't he get canceled? Isn't he getting canceled?
Yes, he is. Actually, after this season, I think that's going to be the last season. So, it was all right.
Okay, well,
because the first thing you asked me was, what was everybody wearing? And I was like, I don't know or care.
Okay, so I was gonna say, when you said you didn't know what they were wearing, I'm like, okay, let's go this route. Who was the hottest?
Coming up the red carpet
or on stage?
I can't comment on that. I can't remember anybody who was up there.
You're killing me, Smalls.
Who? Oh, you're killing your Smalls? Okay. Yep, nothing. Sorry.
Okay, moving on. We're done.
I'm a loser, baby. So why don't you kill me?
This is what's sad. This is sad to me because I use chat a lot, and it's saying that some chat GPT addicts can no longer write emails or make decisions.
That's not so good. But let me tell you, my wife Dana utilizes chat GPT, and I because she thinks about it, and it's not for, I would say, important things, but if she's like, I gotta do this, I'm gonna have chat GPT write it, because it's, I mean, if she has to do a speech, or if she has to, she writes it herself if she has to do a presentation. But for the lesser things, I guess, she's like, hey, it's quick, and I'll have chat GPT write it. I'll go and adjust some things, and that's that, right? That's what people do.
Yeah.
But she still can actually write emails and make decisions. I
think that what they're saying is this can be a slippery slope when you start just relying on it, right? You can go.
I suppose, yeah.
Yeah. According to a new survey, 73% of people who use AI chatbots say they're dependent on AI, and 25% say they now struggle to write emails without it. Here's what I will say, because I have chat help me on many things. They do it so much better than I do. I could still write an email, but I would think that I can't because it sucks so bad compared to what chat could do for me.
So chat knows bigger words than a lot of people.
They just put together the words more eloquently, I think.
More better? Is that when you're the most bestest?
More better.
You know what? I would use it more, but it's not top of mind for me. It's like, it's like, oh, I gotta write a proposal, or I gotta send this off to so-and-so. It never even crosses my mind to have, chat help with that.
Oh, they can chat. Well, it's brilliant. I mean, it is really such a great tool. Almost half of professionals that have to write like professional documents, they're saying it's harder to do without AI. 46 find it more difficult to fact check or evaluate information critically. 21% say that simply can't make their decision. Simply making their own decisions has become harder.
This is becoming like the movie Idiocracy. If you haven't seen that, it's a good one to watch.
You haven't.
I know people that have. It's a future where basically nobody can think for themselves.
Oh,
it's funny. It's a comedy, but
we're headed that direction a little bit. I feel like.
I think that you're right. Yep. This is the new trend at weddings you wanted to talk about.
I'm disgusted by this, actually.
What's that?
So, okay. 57% of couples opt to have an open bar at their wedding, and that's expensive. We know that. The average cost of alcohol at a wedding is $2,400. So some couples opt to save money by asking their guests to pay for drinks, which I don't even love that. But now there's a new reason couples are setting up credit card machines at the bar to help pay for the honeymoon. They're setting up credit card machines at their wedding.
And
I just can't even believe this. And some, here's another thing. Some have put QR codes on tables and with this message. And I think this message is so crappy. Don't be tight, pay for our flight.
wow.
Are you kidding me right now?
Now, is this something that happened at just one wedding and is making the news, or is this happening a lot?
It's the new trend is what it's saying. I
All
have
right.
no idea about it. I mean, I haven't been to a wedding in a long time, to be fair, but having a credit card machine or a cash machine, it's a cash machine. Sorry, I think I called it a credit card machine. It's a cash machine and QR codes.
I wonder how much it costs to rent a cash machine against how much money they're going to make.
Oh, no, wait. Sorry. They also have credit card readers, so you can put your credit card in.
Okay. That doesn't cost much at all, if anything. So instead of wedding presents, they want you to slide your credit card and help pay for the honeymoon. Is that any different than if they had put that on the registry? Hey, you know what? We don't need any presents, but how about tossing us $100 for our honeymoon?
I think that there's nice ways to say that if you are planning on getting us a gift, here's what our wish list is. And that is, we have all the things that we need and we're trying to pay for a honeymoon. I mean, go to chat and say, can you please give me a polite way to ask for money for my honeymoon at my wedding?
Okay. So you don't mind the idea. It's just how it's presented.
Yeah. Don't be tight. Pay for our flight.
It's a good rhyme.
I love that the company that they're using, Low Pay, is, I guess, one of the companies that these couples are using. This was their quote. They say, "We hope this catches on at wedding venues across the country." Well, of course you do, because it's making you money.
All right. Well, Dana and I don't often get invited to weddings. We're at that age where not many of our friends, they're mostly already married. But next time I go to a wedding or host one or MC one or whatever, I will look for the cash machine.
Cash machine, credit card readers, or QR code saying, don't be tight, pay for the flight.
Jeez.
I will survive. Oh, as long as I know how to love. I know I stay alive.
So, question of the day from Friday, we asked simply, what is something that we, and I think by we, you mean Gen X, right? That's what we are. Maybe a little bit of boomers.
Yep.
What's something that we survived that would emotionally destroy kids today?
These answers are good. Bill said being cut from a high school basketball team.
Ooh, maybe any team. That was a good one, Bill. Marilyn Reed says Red Rover or Kick the Can. Now, I'm going to say, I don't know. Wasn't Kick the Can popular in like the 20s?
You didn't,
Like
maybe
the 1920s.
I played Kick the Can. Did you not?
Okay. All right. Steve said.
I heard this thing about Red Rover real quick.
Please.
This description of it, like we ran toward kids trying to break their arms.
Full speed, man. Mm-hmm.
Okay, Steve.
All right. Yeah, Steve was, we were taught to address our elders as yes, sir, no, sir, yes, ma'am, and no, ma'am. That was something that was taught. Particularly, we spent 2 years in Georgia when my dad got transferred to Georgia. For me, I guess that was 5th and 6th grade. And that took me some getting used to, because we had come from Ohio, and then teacher would call on you and you say, yeah. And then it was, you know what they made you do? Jumping jacks. That was the punishment.
If
And
you didn't say yes, ma'am, or yes, sir.
well, for anything, anytime you did something wrong, they would send you, oh, go do 20 jumping jacks. Like, okay.
Not okay. Yes, ma'am.
That's right. Exactly. My sister, Jody, go outside and play and don't come back until dark. There's one.
Jimmy said latchkey kid. You had to figure out things by yourself. And then James said using a pen and paper to take notes in school, plus having to write papers in cursive.
Those are actually both good ones. Cursive. Kevin said the Lawrence Welk show. And if you don't know Lawrence Welk,
Oh, do the bubbles.
well, you do the bubbles. I just got the accordion music, which is really, that's actually not fair to Lawrence Welk because that's really bad accordion playing.
Yeah, that is bad accordion playing. They're saying that they wouldn't survive the Lawrence Welk show. That was a boring show. I remember having to watch it. I barely survived it.
Eric said they wouldn't survive the Cuban Missile Crisis if that happened today versus back then. And Ina, big box cell phones. So that's a little more recent, but yeah, they used to. I think I had one of the first cell phones. I was working in radio, obviously, and they wanted us to show people. It was in a bag. It was like a bag phone.
It was this big, like it seriously was a box.
Yeah, well, it had a cable. It had a curly, phone cable that went to the box from the phone, and we've been around a long time. Randy,
this is my favorite one that
go
they
ahead.
can't survive. That the kids today couldn't survive. 90s dump, a 90s dump. No phone, just counting floor tiles.
So you're in there and yeah, I bet that dumps, bowel movements,
if you will,
were a lot shorter back then because you're like, oh man, I got nothing to do. Phil just said, don't get me started, so we won't. Laurel, being locked out. If you forgot your house key, you had no way to contact your parents. This could mean waiting outside for hours until an adult came home.
Oh my God, I didn't even think of that. That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Jason said no internet. Corey said being stuck to a wall or desk phone where people can hear all your conversations.
Mm-hmm. How about Jenny, dial-up modem for a computer? If you went online, the whole house knew.
Yeah. Sierra said having chores or doing things yourself. Jennifer said family vacations where you drove without electronics and air conditioning through multiple states.
Another thing that Gen Z survived that would emotionally kill kids today was, I believe, 3 TV channels.
That's what
not having everything on demand. Did you just do that one?
No, I left off at Amanda. She also said being a latchkey kid, had to get myself home after school, make my own snack, did homework, chores, and help prep dinner before my parents got home around 6 or 6:30. And then Ken said 3 TV channels and not having everything on demand.
Right. And face-to-face conversation minus a cell phone. Also, she thinks kids these days don't have confidence in themselves in situations, and also a feeling of well-being and security. That's kind of sad.
Yeah. Brooke said form spring. What is?
You want to look up what form spring is?
I'm going to do that right now.
Erica said, growing up without a phone or instant connection to the rest of the world. I thought it was such a huge deal when I think I was a junior in high school, and I got a phone in my own room, my own phone. Did I have my own landline? I guess I did. No, I just had a phone in my room. And then I believe that Jen and I said on Friday, we threw out there boredom and dodgeball in PE was a couple that we had mentioned from last time.
Form Spring was an anonymous Q&A social platform that launched in 2009, allowing users to ask and answer questions about themselves.
All right.
Okay.
Bryce on board with the no computers. Yeah, no computers back then. Or very big clunky computers.
Yeah. Kate said discipline. They would not survive discipline. And Susie, the groomer, said the nuns at a Catholic school.
I don't know about that, but I've heard scary things. So good answers, everybody. And we'll have a brand new question of the day coming up here. I'm going to say maybe 5-10 minutes or so. Hang on.
Okay, I put this in here because I saw this article and I'm like, oh my God, I'm guilty of using these things. It says, stop using these 5 passive-aggressive phrases in emails. It shows you can't handle conflict. This is by an expert that is a professional life coach for people. And this is
well, Sharon, okay. What are the 5 passive-aggressive phrases that you should be using?
The first one is just circling back on this.
It can be interpreted as, I love that. Is that the same as saying, why haven't you gotten back to me on this yet?
Yeah, even though you're masking it in a friendly note, the other person may feel called out or guilty for not responding sooner to what you're implying should have been a simple and easy task. Instead of dancing around what you need or with vague niceties, Clearly state your request and deadline. For instance, you could say, we need your feedback on the new hire. Please send me 3 bullet points about who you prefer by the end of the day. I know, I think that sounds kind of mean.
I think that sounded kind of long. I thought it could be. All right, let's keep going. Number 2, you put per my last email. That's basically the equivalent of saying, I already told you this, and now I'm annoyed to have to say it again, which can be frustrating for the person on the other end if they take it that way.
But what can you say instead? That's the thing.
Maybe the deadline Friday is at 5 p.m. or the choices are A, B, or C. Which would you prefer?
Or to recap key points. Or here's what we agreed on. Okay. Number 3, copying, and then insert name here, like copying Kurt Cruz here. This is basically saying that you're just putting someone of higher authority in on this so that they can see that you're not answering or something.
Well, if it's me, it's not higher authority. That's just I'm on there for no reason at all. But what they're saying is say something like, I'm adding Isaac since he'll need to approve the final design. That makes sense. Or
why, yeah.
Guess what? Looping in Nadia because this impacts her team's timeline.
The 4th thing is thanks in advance.
Actually, I've thought about that before.
Why can't you say that? I don't get that.
Well, I guess this is what it says. The phrase can seem presumptuous, undermining the other person's ability to say no. Like if you say, hey, would you help me with this and this and this? And I could use some help with this. Thanks in advance. Then they're aren't they forced to
flows, if you will.
Okay. What should they say instead?
Could you review this in the next 48 hours and let me know if it's feasible? Or please let me know if this timeline works for you.
I like both of those. And finally, number 5, please advise. I've never used that in an email.
Please advise. I have, but I'm trying to remember. Like, I don't use it often at all. This phrase typically is used when you're peeved that something hasn't been resolved. Oh, yeah, I've used it.
Please advise. Okay.
I don't know what to do about this mess. You'll figure it out. Things you can use instead. What are your thoughts on this? Can you clarify the process for me? I'll hold off until I hear from you, or let me know your preferred approach. Instead,
all better than
please advise.
Please advise. I never saw please advise as being, rude, but I could see how it'd be taken that way.
Yeah.
It's not as bad as thanks in advance.
They're just saying, I guess they're saying that, like, if you use some of these, it kind of is showing that you're reaching for these words. Like when you're feeling angry or impatient, it's a red flag that you might be letting strong emotions seep into your communication. The more conscious you become of your word choices, the more confident, influential you'll seem. So there you go. We want you to be more confident, influential.
What you're saying is let ChatGPT respond to your emails for you.
That's right.
Something like that. All right, 6 minutes. Here we go.
Okay, this is a short story. If your husband or boyfriend is way hotter than when you first met them, this trend is for you. It's called boyfriend glow ups, trending on TikTok. It's basically when women are bragging about how much they've improved their guy's style.
Oh.
The best one shows guys from years ago, like a decade plus ago, like in the past.
Right.
And a shot of them today looking like they stepped out of GQ. The most common changes are new haircuts, cooler clothes, and tidier facial hair.
And what they're doing now is they're posting. Of course, everything has to be posted. So if you want to get in on it, everybody is using the song When Did You Get Hot by Miss Sabrina Carpenter for your boyfriends. What do you think? Could you show people? See, Pat's always been a good looking, handsome, buff guy.
I mean, if I used a picture of Pat
Before and after.
Just over 10 years ago. Yeah, 10 years ago, maybe. No, longer. It'd have to be 20 years ago. And today, he's way, way hotter now. Because he got rid of his mustache. He got rid of his mustache.
I thought the first question had to be when you met, how do they look, and after you worked on them. So it would have to be 4 years ago. How long have you been together?
No, but that's the thing about this whole trend is they're showing them from like years ago, like 10 years ago. And showing them now. So of course, like I think a lot of people improve.
All right. And this is not the same, another boyfriend story, but this is the opposite of that one. If you want to. You want to know, boyfriend? This is from the dummies department, I guess. boyfriend was kind of a jerk to his girlfriend. She's running a marathon in Florida. And basically, she gave her boyfriend snacks to hand her along the way to help, fuel running the marathon.
Yeah.
And then about mid-marathon, she saw her boyfriend and he's like, I ate all your snacks.
Are you kidding me right now?
I'm not making that up. The comments have now been turned off on her TikTok. What she did was she captioned, she had a picture of herself running, and she said, when you gave your boyfriend extra snacks to give you during your marathon, and he eats them all. And she posted that. And do you think people responded?
Of course they did. What did they say?
The comments have been turned off at this point, but they said, like Kelly was one of the users that said she wants to see a follow-up video updating her on if he's now the ex-boyfriend, because that was bad behavior. She trained for a marathon. Marathon training takes months. It's not really something that's easily done. So not only is the boyfriend sabotaging your marathon, he genuinely doesn't care about you.
Kurt, do you feel like this could be fake news for real? Like, did it not fake news in that they set that up to be a social thing?
Oh, for the people set it up. Possibly. I don't know how we would know.
I know. What? I mean, if that's real, if that's truly genuinely real, that is idiotic of that guy.
Well, maybe he didn't think it was, that big of a deal. I don't know. I don't know how you could not do that. But anyway, do the glow boyfriend thing about how hot your boyfriend is now.
The glow up.
Boyfriends, don't eat your marathon running girlfriend's food. Is that what? That's what the takeaway from this, I think. Question of the day.
I like this question a lot. What is something small someone could bring to you that would instantly cheer you up? Not money. It can't be money. Can't say money. That can't be the answer.
So not a small gold bar, like an ounce of gold? That's like money, I know.
What's something small someone could bring to you that would instantly cheer you up? What would it be for you?
You know what? I've not had time to think about this. Turkey sandwich?
For me, it would probably be like flowers or ice cream.
Oh, okay.
That would be my answer.
I don't know. I guess. Yeah, probably. It's a nice gesture, bringing somebody some food out of the blue
that they love so much. Like if I really, really loved Swedish fish and someone brought me Swedish fish, that might be a good example.
Okay. Waiting to hear back from you. We'll have those your responses coming up on Wednesday.
Yeah, we'll post it on our Facebook page, Kurt and Jen in the Morning, and on our personal pages. We'll see you Wednesday. Like Kurt said, we do 2 episodes every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Until then, make good choices, find joy, spread kindness, and
laugh. It's good for the soul.
Have a good one.